Probably you're wondering like, how it looks to like for a dog to drink coffee. It's probably like he has to get in there. Sadie, it's your boy Will. Today we're gonna be talking about the best father in the multiverse, probably in Fox, but we're not gonna discuss Homer Simpson in this. We're gonna discuss Hank Hill, Stan Smith, and Peter Griffin. I want to start first off with getting Peter Griffin out the way. So I personally think Peter Griffin is a horrible father and should not be in this list at all. But we're gonna get into it anyways because, you know, it's Peter Griffin. And first, let's start off with how bad he is with Meg.
Dad! What is it? What's going on? I heard a noise. Is somebody downstairs? You can give me away when I get married, Dad. Mom, have you seen my trapper keeper? Hi, Dad.
How horrible he is with his son.
All right, when's my birthday? Ah, crap. February 8th. What? You idiot. Well, learn my birthday, asshole.
Hey, what's Dad doing over there with Chris?
Oh, he's telling him that he's no longer his favorite son.
No! No, Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
And of course, oh my god, I gotta stop hitting this microphone thing here. Let me see, because I'm very like...
What are you looking at?
Your fly is down.
It's my yard.
Come down, Nick. Alright, so... And how neglectful he is to Stewie and his wife.
I am going to go to the middle of the town square, get naked, and paint myself brown.
No, that's offensive. You can't pretend to be black. That's a stupid idea.
What?
It's a stupid idea. You're a stupid man. A stupid man.
Daddy, I want to turn on the swing set.
No.
But you've gone for 2 turns.
Get lost.
It looks like fun and I want to do it.
No, I'm doing it. I'm going to do a big jump off. Ah! Get Mom! 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 Mom!
And thank God his wife has money, you know, because, like, she can always get them out of some type of, like, trouble. So if Peter Griffin wrecks everything and ruins all of their money, their house, whatever Peter Griffin does, Lois can always go to her dad and resolve the problem. So it's probably something we don't see, but if it was a real world, she has a backup and she can always fix any problem. So Peter Griffin is a very, very dumb person, dude.
Hey, little guy. Nervous? Sure, yeah. Here's something that might help you. Hey, you still awake, Lois, honey? Dad? That's right. I'm your daddy. Shh, shh.
Like, I don't know how this guy gets away with anything. There's no way he can be. And I know Homer Simpson can be like that too.
Bart, from now on, the baby sleeps in the crib. Crib, I'm a baby.
All right, I know how to handle this. Just use a little reverse psychology. Let's go, Marge. Leave the baby with his little crib.
Oh no, I can't see. I'm blind.
April Fools!
Alright, Peter Griffin is a horrible father. He has horrible kids. Look at Chris Griffin, how awkward and weird he is.
Would you do me? I'd do me. I'd do me so hard.
No, No.
Look how weird Meg has been and how Sean, her family, has put her to the side.
Everybody spit on Meg.
Stop! Stop! You got Stop! Stop! Okay.
Up, Meg.
I was just trying to be funny.
That wasn't funny. That was just dark.
Yeah, that's your father.
Get out, Meg! Get out of the kitchen! Go on! Get out! 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 Out of the kitchen! Go on!
Peter Griffin makes horrible decisions that puts their family on the brink of insanity, bankruptcy, danger. I know all the other fathers do the same thing, but Lois has money to fall back on. She has her father. I know Homer does horrible things, but you can't compare Homer to Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin is more like insane. He's more like erratic than Homer. He is, I think, he's probably like, he's dumber than Homer. So I know it's hard to differentiate these two guys because Homer has done a lot of dumb stuff. You could see in this episode where he meets a young man that he gets jealous of Homer, and he is wondering how Homer has all this stuff and he is so dumb. He's been to space, he has a family, he has a house, and this guy has been working all his life and he has nothing.
I'm going to give you one more chance at a reduced salary. So straighten up and fly right. But sir, if I could...
Hi, grimy old buddy.
I'm not your buddy, Simpson. I don't like you. In fact, I hate you. Stay the hell away from me. Because from now on, we're enemies.
Okay. Do I have to do anything?
Oh. Jeez, you're a little irritable, Kyle. What's the matter? You got some sand in your vagina?
So he's looking at Homer like, why is this dumb person? I understand that you're thinking about that too. I understand that Homer Simpson can be very, very,
I put the tax forms on top of your to-do pile a month ago.
I have a to-do pile? Hey, Marge, if anyone asks, you require 24-hour nursing care. Lisa's a clergyman. Maggie is 7 people, and Bart was wounded in Vietnam.
Cool.
So I want to jump straight to, Hank Hill. Alright? So Hank Hill has absolutely no emotions. Okay? And the fact that he doesn't tell Gribble about John Redcorn is a huge red flag for me. So when I look at these cartoons, I'm looking for a father figure. First it was a father figure, and then it was, I want to imitate them as a man. That's right, I looked into Hank Hill, I looked into Stan Smith for a father figure. And I also looked into them because I wanted to imitate who they were. So definitely, Homer is the creator of the Simpsons. Is just the creator of it all, you know. So he is the best. If I could choose Homer, I would definitely choose Homer. But we're talking about Stan, Hank, and Peter Griffin. So we're gonna stick to those three for right now. So the fact that Hank Hill does not tell anyone, I mean not just anyone, Dale Gribble, Boom Howard.
Man, like that dang old Margot Kidder, man, wandering around in a damn curled up cardboard box, man.
Doesn't tell Gribble about this. Bill doesn't tell. And at the end, which I was hoping she did, Peggy never told him anything either because of Joseph. And I get it. That's what justifies, the show justifies Hank not saying anything to Dale because of Joseph.
Hey.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, wait. I found some more. Can't watch and see no man without milk balls, huh?
Thanks, Dad!
And I get it. But, guys, I'm putting my hand on your shoulder, alright? I'm putting my hand on your shoulder. I'm telling you, if that ever happens to me, please tell me. Please tell your friends. If you see a guy coming out of your best friend's window.
Well. John Redcorn.
Oh, Peggy.
Nancy's headache's very severe this morning. Must be the pollen.
Well, well, well.
Well,
John Redcorn.
Peggy Hill.
Please tell him, bro. Just let him know. Let him. How can you not let him know? And because of that reason, Hank is no longer my favorite father figure.
I don't know why you'd want to fool Dale like that. I mean, it's not hard if you're somebody he trusts. But hey, whatever turns you on, that's what I always say.
Guy I want to imitate, because how can you do that to your best friend? How can you do that to Gribble? You know, they say that some suggest that Gribble might know about all this, and how could he? How could Nancy do this to such a good person? And then for her to just regret it and push John Redcorn aside and just be like, okay, I'm just gonna go back to my life like nothing ever happened. That is insane. And all it took was just a little dance, and for her to look into Gribble's eyes.
Oh, I forgot you have brown eyes. They are so cute and close together.
That's all it took for her to realize that she was making a mistake. And then she sleeps with her own husband and regrets it the next day.
Oh my God.
What was he doing in your bed?
And John Redcorn comes in through the window and sees all of this. They have slept together. And that's when Dale hits him over the head. And still, you know, like, nobody says anything to them. I don't want to get too much into that part because we're talking about Hank Hill being a father figure. And that just ruins it for me. It does. It does. It ruins it for me because it took me a long time to realize this. It took, not realize it, but it took me a long time to finally give in and say that Hank Hill is wrong for this. Boom Howard is wrong for this. Bill is wrong for this. Everybody that knows Nancy, Peggy, even Khan's wife. So this is before I even make the video. So I'm just so passionate about this one, just to think that Hank would not tell Gribble for so many years. Not only Hank, Boomhauer, Bill. It's insane to me, man. I'm telling you guys, please, if that something happens to me, please let me know, and we'll move on from that. You know, obviously Joseph is the only one that's gonna get hurt by this, because maybe it won't confuse him, because Joseph looks like the type of person that'll probably break down, and then he'll be like, okay, he'll accept John Redcorn as his father, real father, but he's not gonna let go of Gribble.
Get back in the truck behind Bobby where you're safe.
It's okay. He's not going to eat anyone. Mr. Redcorn, I know you're not really a cannibal. My mom told me. She told me a lot of things.
Really? Like what?
How the white man stole your land and your heritage, and that it's time you got it back, and how we're all children of the earth, so in a weird way, we're related.
So what did you want to tell us, Kimo Sabi?
I think I will take those 12 acres after all. And then, upon my death, I would like to pass the land on to you, Dale, for all the help you've given me.
Score!
Then Joseph will live on my forefather's land after you die.
Thanks, Captain Bringdown.
Okay, Joseph is never gonna let go of Gribble. So to think that I could bring in Hank Williams and make him the best dad, knowing the fact that he never told Gribble this secret that's gonna hurt him so bad, but it probably would have been the best for him. People say that there's conspiracy that, oh, he could have lived. He knows the secret, but he lives a good life with Nancy. He doesn't want to mess that up. Trust me, that is not the case. All right. If Gribble were to find out, he will go crazy, just like he found out when Hank lied to him. All right. He's gonna find out Well, I think Hank lied to him about the tractor being kidnapped.
You would never betray me.
We took it, Dale. You wrote your name under the seat, called yourself a colonel.
And about his kidney being removed, an organ that was supposed to be donated, and Hank was supposed to be his lawyer.
Nancy, what's Redcorn doing in our shower?
I promised your kidney to a 10-year-old boy.
What? You can't do that! It's happening! The harvest has begun!
So both of these times, Hank has messed up and he has lost it. So don't tell me that he is in it for the ride with Nancy just to live a good life. That is pure BS. So that brings Hank down a peg, in my opinion, because I know for a fact Stan will not do that. Just the fact that Hank doesn't tell this to Gribble for many years completely takes him out the pool. Okay, so it was between Peter Griffin, Hank, and Stan. So right now, Peter Griffin is a joke as a father. And Hank, just because, even though he is like weird as hell when it comes to emotions, like he's very like weird about it, you know, he's very like old school, manly, but still there's people that still like hug you and be like, oh, everything will be all right.
Well, instead of letting it out, try holding it in. Every time you have a feeling, just stick it into a little pit inside your stomach and never let it out. I've got plenty of emotions. I was afraid she was gonna hug me. I was worried that she wouldn't leave, and I was happy when it was over.
Wow, you just gave away a bride, Hank.
I know. I've got, well, I guess you'd call it emotions.
He's more of the very defensive about it, very like, oh no, I don't want to touch you, like, oh, like, when it comes to emotional stuff, even saying I love you to his wife, even saying I love you to his son, he kind of lacks that side of him. So he kind of lacks even the emotion towards his son by saying to him, I love you to him. So he kind of lacks that type of emotion, that side of him that makes him, that, you know, should make him a pure man. Because a man should be able to hug his child, his wife in public, wherever, and tell them they love you and not be shy about it. You're not the one that's supposed to be shy about it. It's the kid that's supposed to be shy about it, you know? The wife is supposed to get rosy red cheeks when you give her a kiss in public, you know? You're not supposed to be worried about any of that stuff. You're supposed to just be a man about it and...
It's okay, son. Daddy's here.
And go on. Not be afraid of not wanting to touch anybody that wants a hug or is looking for an emotional support. You know, you should be able to give that as a man. And so that I'm willing to overlook that one bad side of him, the lack of emotion of Hank Hill. All right, because it is so bad to me that he's willing to lie to Gribble for so many years and see that man, John Redcorn, come in and out of his house. His house, Gribble's house. That man came out of your best friend's house, and you're going to sit there and be like, oh, look at what time it is, Bill, you know.
Yep.
Dale probably doesn't want to show his face, his lawn being so shaggy and all. He's feeling like less than a man.
Like, they're so stupid. Oh my God, bro. I'm just so upset. That's why I had to do this video right here in the car, working, doing deliveries, and not in the house, because I really want to get this out of my chest before I forget it, because I'm very passionate about... I could do a whole episode about just the Hank Hill thing, but I'm sure thousands of people have done it. What I'm trying to bring here is, who is the best father figure? That's what I was looking for, the best father figure.
Me too, man.
That's why I can't even bring Homer Simpson into this, because Homer Simpson is by far the best one out of them all, and I've been with him since day one. So Homer Simpson is, I can't even put him in this category.
Buying versus leasing. Pros and cons. How many miles do you think you'll be driving a year?
Thanks for trying, Dad.
That's why I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about Peter Griffin, Hank Hill, and Stan? There's also some notable mentions there. Cleveland is a great father. and the guy from Bob's Burger. I've seen some seasons of that, and he seemed like a great father. So, and Cleveland too. Cleveland seems like a great dad, and he tries with his kids, and he was cheated on.
I can't just you're my best friend's wife. Reach him down. All right.
Yeah, you go in and get that. Show that fishy who's boss.
Loretta.
By Quagmire, which is his buddy, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, what the hell's going on here, dude? So that already is like, is double the love for him, you know, for Cleveland. After Dale helped Redcorn get those acres and all that land, and I understand that Redcorn finally, you know, but still, I understand that Redcorn finally said, you know, I don't want anything. Like, he changed his mind too because Dale was helping him.
John Redcorn, it's me. I brought you a to-go plate. It's the neck and jibs. They were this close to giving them to the dog. Look, I feel terrible for what Joseph said. My son has all the Gribble passion with none of the Gribble charm.
Your son? Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you about your son.
Again, you see, I'm going back to that. Again, you know, like, I should have spent more time talking about what Father Peter Griffin is, because this situation with Hank really ruined it for me, because I really looked up to Hank, and which leads me to Stan Smith, because I don't want to make this video longer than it is, because I didn't want to make it about John Redcorn, and I did.
Me too, man.
So that's why I want to jump into Stan Smith. Even though Stan Smith have done a lot of questionable stuff, he still remains a better father, because at the end of the day, he will not do this. Peter Griffin will not do this. Okay, he didn't allow it when Quagmire slept with Cleveland's wife.
Oh my God, Curlin? Quagmire?
Cleveland, close the window. You're letting the stank out.
All right, so it's very hard. That leads me to the person that I really want, I will choose out of those three will be Stan Smith. Stan Smith is a great husband.
She's my daughter no matter what.
Mr. Smith, just curious, how did you get the other kidney?
I called in a favor.
Bracelet. It means we're BFFs, best friends forever, but you can't ever take it off or else I'll know, okay? Promise you'll never take it off?
I promise.
He did cheat on his wife. Well, actually, they were divorced. He is a great father to Steve, and
hey,
he does
it's me,
love Haley.
William. This song was blocked and copywritten
by
YouTube.
To control you.
It's hit
you were
to
on
be
your
square.
own path to happiness. And if killing me will put you back on that path, then go ahead. Just know that I love you and I always will. You're my little girl. Now, if you still feel you can pull that trigger.
He's done everything to go opposite of Haley. But that's just how a conservative dad is against a liberal daughter, hippie daughter. That's just normal back and forth stuff.
Eat your peas, Haley.
Why?
So you can be strong enough to fight off President Clinton's sexual advances. Oh, there he is, right outside.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
Hey, this is our spot. Push on.
Are you deaf? Push on.
I'd like to hold it in my arms.
Again.
Dad, get off me! I have to study for my term paper.
You know the procedure, Haley.
How come you never search Steve?
Now, honey, I love you both, but Steve is not a left-wing liberal who I tried to raise properly, but somehow... What's this?
It's a pack of gum.
All right, it's go.
But it does not mean in any way that Haley and Stan do not love each other. That he is not a good husband. He's a great friend. He does love Roger, even though he pretends not to in many shows. He does care about Roger. He cares about Steve. He cares about his dad. He cares about...
Bachelor party! Let's kill some hookers! Bobo, you crazy old herpes spreader! There's Lieutenant Herpes. Or is it Captain Herpes now?
Stan, I haven't seen you since college. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm here for my best friend's bachelor party. I got your Evite.
Oh, my secretary must have accidentally sent that.
Accidentally sent? Get out of here, you crazy old herpes spreader.
Will you please stop calling me that?
I know he has no friends because there is an episode where it shows that he has no friends, absolutely no friends. And
Who are you here for?
Don't you get it? He's here for you. It's always been you. You guys are best friends. And it was wrong of me to try and take something that special away from you. Right? Unless maybe you changed your mind?
No, I'm here for Steve.
But if Stan did have friends, he would not be the type of person that would allow his best friend to be cheated on by somebody else. I think Stan will say something definitely to his best friend. So to make it short, I hope this video is probably going to be super long. Peter Griffin is a buffoon. Homer stands above everybody, so Homer's the best. But The Simpsons, every other show is a copy of The Simpsons, pretty much. You know, so Stan is the man I would love to imitate. I would love to have a family like him. I would love to have a son like him. You can't compare Steve to Chris, Bobby. Steve is a badass. You know, I've made a whole video of this guy takes on gunshots, all types of dismemberments, and he is just a killer. Steve and Anita Smith. And I think Haley is a very smart girl. I love the fact that she loves Jeff.
Me too, man.
And I love the fact that, you know, if you know the show, loving Jeff is not easy.
Me too, man.
So this person is very unique to me. Haley, so she is very cool, very spiritual, down to earth girl, and I wish I had a daughter like that, definitely. I love the fact that Francine is super loyal to Stan, and Stan is super loyal to Francine and always has been. And so Hank is also the same way, but I don't like the fact that he doesn't, Hank Hill, he doesn't tell Grib about John Redcorn. Peter Griffin is just a moron. I don't know how his wife deals with that, being as beautiful as she is. She is a strong person. And Chris Griffin, he's just he's a dork, man, compared to Steven, Anita Smith. You see my video about Steve, so you'll know why. You know, compared to those kids, those other kids, Stan has the best, to tell you the truth. And if you want to disagree with me, go ahead, leave it a comment. Like I mentioned before, I look at these shows looking for a father figure, or a man that I want to imitate, a man who I want to be when I have a family. Or obviously I'm already that man, but what I'm talking about, when I used to be younger and looking at these shows, which one of these fathers I wanted to imitate. I really look strongly into Hank Hill and then Stan Smith. I'm really looking forward to my next episode. Please leave a like and comment about anything that I'm missing or I got wrong. If you disagree with my decision, please leave a comment. Let's talk about it. This is why I made this video. It's been fun. Thanks a lot, you guys. See the bird back? No, but